ॐ गणनानातु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। नत्वा सरस्वतीं देवीं शुद्धां गुण्यां करोम्यहं पाणिनीयप्रवेशाय लघुसिद्धान्तकौमुदीम्। हरि ओम। We are in हलन्तनपुंसकलिंग प्रकरण. We are seeing तुदत शब्द. तुद is धातु. Shatru pratyanta form we were seeing. Whenever this she agama, she adesha happens to au and out pratyaya, that time this num agama, whether it will happen or not, and if it happens, then how it will happen. That's what we saw. Achi nadyor num. This sutra says that if there is shatru avayava in the anga, shatru avayava is there, and that shatru avayava is there at the end of that anga, and it is preceded by akara, and after that there is she or nadi saudnyaka ikara, then the num agama happens vikalpena num vasyat. This was the rule. Now this same rule is going to continue further with next sutra, that is Shapshanor Nitya. But this is what this sutra says. So Tudat Shabda, when we took it to decline, so Tudat, Tudati, when it does not, this Num does not come by Achinadyor Num. When Num comes, then Tudanti, and the next is Tudanti. That is the common. Tudat, Tudati, Tudanti, Tudanti, Tudat, Tudati, Tudati, Tudat, Tudati, Tudanti, Tudanti. Rest of the Shabda is normal, just we have to apply Jhala and Jashwante. We have to connect whenever there is Haladi Pratyaya. Haladi Sup Pratyaya is there, then the Kharicha Sutra will be applied and we will get Tudat Su. Everywhere else, Tudata, Tudadhyam, Tudadbhi, Tudate, Tudadhyam, Tudadbhi. Wherever Ajadi Pratyaya is there, it is just connected with the Pratyaya. Wherever there is Haladi, we have to check if soft consonant is there, then Dakara. If hard consonant is there, then Takara. That's how Tudat Shabda is declined. Achinadyorum, this Vritti we saw in the last class. She Nadyoho we saw. She means she Adesha, which comes in the place of Au. Nadi, the sutra is Yu Striakhyau Nadi. Striakhyau Yu Nadi Saudnyakau Stha. That is the real meaning, which is that's what the meaning comes out if at all we want to split and understand the sutra. Icha, ucha, yu, striakhyau yu, nadi stah, or nadi saudnyakau stah. That dirgha ikara, dirgha ukara is named as nadi, which expresses stritva. This is the meaning. However, there is one paribhasha sutra, yena vidhistadantasya. With this paribhasha, some grammarians, they say that the shabda which ends with e, u, which expresses three, and another paksha says that the e, u, which expresses three itself is considered as nadi. And this for second paksha, how can we say that we should not apply this Tadanta Vidhi Sutra here, and we should take direct E and U itself, which expresses three, is Nadi Saudnyaka. So they give this sutra as pramana, Achi Nadyornum, that see here, we cannot say Nadyanta. It is all, sorry, we cannot say Nadi Saudnyaka, sorry, the Shabda which is Nadi Saudnyaka is there in front. We cannot say. Rather, we have to say that later, which is Nadi Saudnyaka, is there after it. And that is possible. How? I'll see you. For this example, need to see. Like, Tudat. Tudat, how Tudat has been derived. So, Tud is Dhatu. Lat, this is one prakriya we will need later. Lat, Tud. La will be replaced by Shatru. Sutra is then At remains. In between, there comes Sha. First, Shap is Prapta, but Apuvada Sha comes. At is there. Then, At. This is At. Ato Gune. Form is ready to that. Now, if we want to express Stritva, Stritva Vivaksha is there in this Tudat. The one who gives pain, that is the meaning. Now, Tudat is Pratipadika Siddha. For Pullinga, it will be declined like Tudan, Tudantav, Tudantaha. Then for Napunsakalinga, Tudat, Tudat, Tudanti, Tudati, Tudanti. Now, in Strilinga, how will we decline? So we will have to bring the Stri Pratyaya to express Stritva. This Shabda can be declined in all three genders. How it is declined in all three genders? So for Pullinga and Napunsakalinga, Pullinga Swatantra Vidhana will be there and with Pratyayas like Sudanapunsakasya Sarvanamastana Saudnya Syat. For Anapunsakalinga Shabdas, that is Pullinga and Strilinga, Sut Pratyay will be considered as Sarvanamasthana Saudnyaka. And according to that, that will be declined. For Napunsakalinga, she is considered as Sarvanamasthana. Now, for Pullinga and Napunsakalinga, when we want to decline to that Shabda in Pullinga or in Napunsakalinga, there is no linga based any particular karya happening, or there is not something which we doing to that Shabda which will express Pullinga or which will express Napunsakalinga. Only the prakriya is going with pratyayas, like this particular adesha will happen to this particular pratyaya in the Napunsakalinga Shabda. But however, how that Shabda is expressing Napunsakatva, we can't say. There is no any such vidhan. For Pullinga also, how this Shabda is expressing Pullinga, there is no any Vishishta Karya. But same Shabda is taken for Strilinga, like we want to express Tritva, then there will come one more Pratyaya. This Pratyaya comes. Sutra is Nitashta. Ugitashta is the Sutra. Sutra, it has Anuvritti of other Nip from the previous Sutra. This is aranyebhyo ngip ugitascha. Any Rikaranta Shabda, any Nakaranta Shabda, suppose we want to express Strilinga, Stritva, like Kartru Shabda is there, it is Rikaranta Shabda, and we want to say that Kartru means a doer. Now, a female doer we want to express, then we will add Nip after that Kartru Shabda, Ru and E, Yan Adesha will take place, and we will get for Kartri, and then it will be declined like Nadi Shabda. Same way, Nakaranta Shabdas are there, like Rajan, it will become Radni. Akara will disappear, and with that Jakara, Nakara, and then this Dirgha Ikara, Dni, we will get, and we will get Radni Shabda. Now, next is Ugitascha. Ugitascha is again additional to the previous sutra. Previous sutra is saying that Rikarantebhya, Nakarantebhya, Stritvam Jyatayitum Nip Syat. Ugit Shabdebhya, Ugitah, Ugit, Yesham Ukarah, sorry, Yesham Uk Pratyaharastha Varnaha Itah Santi, Tesham Api Stritvam Jyatayitum Nip Pratyaya Syat. For those Shabdas who have Uk Pratyahara later as it, they also will get Nip Pratyaya in order to express Stritva. So here there is our Tudat Shabda. Tudat was once upon a time Shatru. Shatru has lost its Rukara as it. So therefore, Rukara comes under Uk. U, U, R, R. Ayun, Rul, Ruk. So U, Rul, Ru. That's how these three letters we have to count. So Ru is already counted in this. Therefore, Tudat is Ugit. Ugitah Stritvam Jyotayitum Nip Syat. We get Nip Pratyaya. So we get Tudati Shabda.
If there is Nakaranta Shabda, like Ranyebhyo ngip, so Nakaranta Shabda like Brahmacharin or Swamin.
Yes.
Then Nip Pratyaya will just make it.
Yes.
Brahmacharini.
Brahmacharin. Then Nip will be added. And then form will be framed.
Nip will remain E.
Brahmachari Ni. Now will turn into Na because it is not at the end now anymore. It will turn into Nakara.
This Swamini Shabda is there or?
Yes, Swamini. Swamini Shabda is there.
But somewhere I also saw there is the Strilinga of Swamin also will be Swami only, something like that.
Saraswati, like the name Madhusudana Saraswati. This Shabda is Strilinganta, Strilinga Shabda. And even if it is addressing Purusha, it will remain in Stri.
And the somewhere other way also is there. Even if it is Stri is referred, it is something like that I saw in those pratyas. I will tell you. I will send you the message.
Yes.
Continue.
One more addition to this. Gender of Shabda and gender of actual person or thing might be different. So there is a always possibility that Shabda has one linga and the Vyakti has absolutely opposite linga also. That also happens. So linga of Shabda is, we generally the first we give the preference to whether Panini has said anything or Koshakara is giving anything or not. And after that, the Pramana is Loka Pramana. This is how the linga is decided by people, or people use this particular word in this particular gender. So there are many Shabdas where we cannot really decide that this is the gender of this particular Shabda. So that time the koshakaras or vaiyakaranas, they will be dependent on the usage, and they will say that loka prayogat or lokat, loka vyavaharat. That's all. Okay. So now here, tudati. Now we have got strilinga form of tudat. Tudat is can be declined in all three genders. Now we want to decline in strilinga. For strilinga to express stritva, we brought ni. Now nyanta form it is. Now this dirgha ikara is striakhya ikara. Striakhya dirgha ikara. Stri akhyayasya sah striakhya. The one who has जिसका कहना स्त्री है, इस प्रकार से हम कह सकते हैं. The one who expresses, the one who talks stritva, or the one who expresses stritva, that ikara is called striakhya ikara. Now that striakhya ikara is there after here. I will just split it. Tudat dirgha ikara. This dirgha ikara is striakhya ikara. Now there is shatru avayava, and shatru avayava is preceded by akara. So at shatuhu avayavah tatah striakhya ikara is named as nadi. So nadi saudhya pratyay is there after shatru avayava, which is preceded by akara. Therefore this tudat will get num agama, and that num agama will come optionally. Yeah, we'll get tudati as one form, and another form we will get tudanti. With num we will do the prakriya. Here we will bring num, then the num, then anuswara will turn. Okay, now will turn into anuswara by nascha yantasya jali, then tudanti. Anuswara will turn into nakar by anuswara. Yeah. So we have two forms, tudati, tudanti. Both of them will be declined. Once we have to decline tudati, tudatyau, tudatyah, tudatim, tudatyau, tudatihi, tudatya, tudatibhyam, tudatibhyah, tudatibhi, tudatyai, tudatibhyam, tudatibhyah. Other ways, like when we do the numagama, then tudanti, tudantyau, tudantyah, tudantim, tudantyau, tudantihi, tudantya, tudantibhyam, tudantibhi, tudantyai, tudantibhyam, tudantibhyah, tudantyah, like that it will be declared. Here is the vritti once we will repeat. अवर्णान्तात् अंगात् परः यः शतुः अवयवः तदन्तस्य शीनद्योः नुम् वा स्यात्. शीनद्योः नुम् वा स्यात्. So just now we saw nadi or nadyam satyam num स्यात्. That's how we saw the num for now. So this tudanti, tudati are the napunsakalinga she pratyanta, that is out. Thane she adesha kritah. That form is tudanti, tudati. Now tudanti dirgha ikaranta and tudati dirgha ikaranta strilinga form also can be taken, and that will be declined. So there everywhere we will get nakaranta form also, with numagama and without numagama form in all vibhakti pratyas, whereas in the case of napunsakalinga This num agama only will come in the case of she, that is out and out. So everywhere else it will not have this optional num. So tudanti, tudati, tudanti, tudati, prathama vibhakti, dvitiya vibhakti, dvivachan. Bahuvachana, tudanti, tudanti. That's it. And then rest of the form will be like tudat, 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 tudat only. No any num agama will happen. The forms will be like this. Here is Napunsakalinga forms. Tudat, tudat, tudati, tudanti, tudanti, tudat, tudat, tudati, tudanti, tudanti. Then this is just as it is, no change. Tudata, tudadham, tudadbhi, tudate. Any halanta shabda, just like that. So optional numagama we did only for av and out. There the she had come. Now in the case of Strilinga, everywhere. Tudati, tudatyau, tudatyah. Tudanti, tudantyau, tudantyah. Tudatim, tudantim, tudatyau, tudatihi, tudatihi, tudantim, tudantyau, tudantihi. So everywhere double forms we will get. This is clear. For Stri, everywhere two forms we will get. For Napumsakalinga, only whenever there is she, that time we.
This is because of that Achir Nadyo.
Achi Nadyor. Now this much is clear. Again, the next sutra is going to add a little bit more in this. Yes. Now, this will happen only for Shashtagana, Udadigana. Is remaining in the sutra, we'll see, and then we'll move to the next sutra. I'll explain. Nothing. Achin Adyornum Sutra, Vritti, examples are clear. Now, next sutra. Let's read next sutra and then we will see the meaning. Shapshanor Nityam, Shapshanor Nityam, Shapshanor Nityam. Shap Shanoho Nityam Num Agamah Syat Shi Nadyoho Paratoho. How it is. Same Vritti. Shap Shanoho, just this much part we can keep aside. Shatuhu Avayavaha, Yah Shatuhu Avayavaha, Tadantasya Nityam Num Syat Kada Shi Nadyoho. So Nimitta is clear. Agama is clear for us. Now there it was Va Vikalpena, here it is Nitya. And what type of Sthani is there? So, or Agami is there? The one who has Shatru Avayava at the end. Shatuhu Yah Avayavaha Tadantasya Numagamah Syat. This much we know. Now, in previous, it was At Parasya. At Parasya. That's what the one of the nimitta was. Here it is Shapshanoho. After Shap and after Shan, whatever is Shatru Avayava, Tadantasya Num Nityam Syat. This is what it is saying. Here, this Shap is Vikarana Pratyaya, which is Utsarga, and Shan is Vikarana Pratyaya of Chaturtha Gana. So Shap will remain for some of the ganas and Shan will be for Chaturtha Gana. So basically Shap remains for Prathama Gana, Dvitiya Gana Shap disappears, Tritiya Gana Shlau, the Shlu takes place for that. Chaturtha Gana Shan becomes Apavada, Panchama Gana Shnum comes, so we don't get Shap. Then Shashtha Gana Sha comes, so it is not. Saptama Gana, this again this does not remain. For that, the another Numagama comes. Sorry. रुधादिभ्य श्नम, श्नम comes. Eighth gana tanadikrumbhya uka u comes. For ninth gana shna comes, and tenth gana shap is the vikarana pratyaya. Nich is additional pratyaya. So rest of the ganas, they don't take the shap. The shap does not remain for rest of the ganas. It remains only for prathama gana and only for 10th gana. In short, I will tell how it happens. Like shap is vihita here. For prathama gana, shap remains. Ditiya gana, 0, it does not remain. Tritiya gana, shlu happens. Chaturtha gana, shan comes. Then panchama gana, this swadibhya, no, sudadibhyascha. Seventh gana, snam. Eighth gana, u. Ninth gana, shna. And 10th gana again, shap remains. So whenever we decline any dhatu, these are the vikarana pratyaya. Dhatu, whenever we are going to decline dhatu from any one of these 10th gana, the 10 different ganas, these are the vikarana pratyayas. They will remain between the dhatu and pratyaya, except the 7th wala vikarana. Rest of the vikarana pratyayas, they will stay between dhatu and pratyaya. Now, shap remains for prathama gana, shap remains for 10th gana, and shan is of chaturtha gana. So rest of the dhatus, they don't have this shap or shan. Okay, clear? That's that much we have to just remember that dhatus only from prathama gana and 10th gana have shap, chaturtha gana has shan. These dhatus are being discussed here. These dhatus, whenever they will get shatru pratyaya, that particular form is being discussed because they have shap or they have shan. For prathama and dashama gana, they have shap. For chaturtha gana, they have shan. These dhatus who have shap and shan have taken shatru pratyaya, and it is getting followed by nadi or she. Then nitya num agama syat. Nityam num agama syat. That's what is the meaning. Now, for previous sutra, we had taken example of tud. Tud was dhatu. It had taken shatru pratyaya, and it had sha as vikarana pratyaya. It had sha as vikarana pratyaya. There we could apply this achi nadyornum. Achi nadyornum sutra in general told like whenever there is akara before shatru avayava, that gets followed by she or nadi, then num agama will happen vikalpena. So tudat takara is shatru avayava and it is preceded by akara, and if it is followed by she or nadi, then we did num agama. So tudat is having sha vikarana, not shap. Now when it comes to like prathama gana and when it comes to chaturtha gana, all three of these forms are shatranta forms. Okay, all three dhatus are there. First one is tud, second one is pat, and third one is div. all these three dhatus are there. They are having Shatru Pratyaya. So we have added Shatru Pratyaya in Tudat, Shatru Pratyaya in Pathat, and Shatru Pratyaya in Divyat. So all these three forms are having Shatru Avayava. That is Takara. Means Shatru Pratyaya is there. That is what basically it means. And it is preceded, that Shatru Avayava is preceded by Akara. We can find Akara before that Takara. Dakarottaravarti Akara, Thakarottaravarti Akara, and Yakarottaravarti Akara in the Divyat case. Now here, this Tudat, Pathat, and Divyat should get Num Agama Vikalpena. At Akarantat Shatuhu Yaha Avayavaha Takarah Tasmat Shi अथवा नदी प्रत्यय परे सति नुम आगमः विकल्पेन स्यात्. So vikalpena num agama is prapta for Tudat, Pathat, and Divyat. We have seen so far only for Tudat. Okay. Here, when it is prapta by the Utsargika, like Utsarga Vidhi is what? Like whenever there is Akara before Shatru Avayava. Whenever there is Akara before Shatru Avayava. So in all these three cases, there is Akara before Shatru Avayava. However, now when we read this sutra says that Shap Shanoho Nityam. May that Num happen always if it is the case of Shap or Shan. So here, in the case of Pathat and Divyat, Num will not happen optionally, but it will happen always. So we will get one form only if we decline Pathat in Napunsakalinga or in Strilinga, Divyat in Napunsakalinga or in Strilinga. That is the meaning, Pathat. So here, this is the case of Shap. And this is the case of Shal. And this one is of Sha. Therefore, here we will apply sutra Achi Nadyor Num Vaikalpikaha Num. Here, Shak Shanor Nityam. Nitya Num. Shak Shanor Nityam. Nitya Num. Here, so this is the difference. Is this explanation clear?
Yes.
So here, now let's read the sutra. Shap Shanoho At Parah Yah Shatuhu Avayavah Tadantasya Nityam Num Shinadyoho. Yeah. This is how complete Anuvritti takes place. Shatuhu comes from this 78th Sutra, Nabhyastat Shatuhu. Va comes from Vanupunsakasya. And then Shatuhu At Shinadyoho Num Va Syat. Then Shatuhu At Shapshanoho Nityam Num Syat. As how Vritti is made. So here, when it comes to any dhatu taken from Prathama Gana, Chaturtha Gana, or Dashama Gana, Num will happen always. Now, what is the example? Example will decline here. Pathat is from Prathama Gana dhatu. So it has Shap in this Pathat. Pathat Dhana Su will disappear. by Swamor Napunsakat. Then Pathat, Pathat. Jalanjashante Vavasa. Then Pathat, Dhana Au. Au will be replaced by
She.
Sudra
Napumsakacha.
Napunsakacha. Then Pathat here, what will happen?
Numagama.
Num Nitya Agama by Sutra. No, we can't.
Shapshano Nitya.
Because Pat Dhatu is Prathamagana Dhatu and it has Shap.
Shapshanor Nitya.
Shap Shanor Nitya. Now Pathan now will turn into Anuswara.
Third is missed there. Pattern nom e. After patat she. Yes. Nom after nom. The
Ta. Thant. Nakara will turn into, sorry, Anuswara will turn into Nakara.
Swarasya. Yai Parasara.
Form is ready. Patanti. And there is only Patanti form, there is no Patati because Num is not optional in the case of Shap and Shan. Here, little bit clarity we need. What is here only. What is Dhatu? We will bring Lat. Lat only Lakara remains. Lakara gets replaced by Shatru. Sutra is then only At remains of Shatru. Now Pat will get Shap Vikarana Pratyaya. At will remain as it is. Kartari Shap. Pat Akara and At. Only Shap Akara will remain. But Akara Pararupa Ekadesha will take place by Ato Gune. And then we will get Patat. Now this Patat is taken for declension. Same happens here also. So, original Patat Shabda has Shap. Is what was the point of taking this many steps. Shap is there in this Patat. There is no Shap in the Tudat. There is Sha. So in Tudat it is Sha. In Patat it is Shap. So at the end of that Sha, Akara only will remain. For Shap, Akara only will remain. However, Akara of Shap and Akara of Sha is different. If it is Akara of Shap, then do Nityanumagama. That's it. This is the rule. It does not say that if there is Akara of Sha, do Vikalpana. It says that in general, whenever there is Akara, then do Num Vikalpana. If it is of Shap, then do nitya. If it is of sha, then do nitya. That is the meaning. So here in the case of patat, shap is there. Therefore, numagama happens always. We don't get optional forms. Same happens in the Ditya Vibhakti also. And that's how the Shabda is declined like this. Patat, patat, patati, patanti, patanti. Patat, patat, patanti, patanti. Patata, patadbyam, patadbhi, patate, patadbyam, patadbhya. No change. Now for Strilinga, here this patanti is again patat, patat, dhana, nip, tri pratyaya by sutra. Ugitascha sutra gives its stri pratyaya and we get patanti form. Because there is nadi saudnyaka ni in front of it, therefore this shatru avayava, which is preceded by akara, gets num agama. That num agama happens always. Therefore, we get patanti, patantyo, patantyah, patantim, patantyo, patantihi. These forms with num. Unlike this tudat, tudati, this tudat had two forms, like one and with num another. Tudati, tudanti, tudatyo, tudantyo, tudatyah, tudantyah, and everywhere we had these two forms. This is not in the case of patati. Patat. Patat has nip and that shap is there in the patat. That's why while this nadi saudnyaka pratyaya being in front of this shatru avayava takara preceded by akara of shap, num happens always. Oh, we get these forms. The shabda is declined just like nadi shabda. All this nadi saudnyaka karyas will happen. This an nadyaha, atascha, then neram nadyam nibhya. With these forms, this is how shabda is declined. Stri pratyaya, this patanti prakriya is not given in Laghusiddhantakaumudi, just for the understanding, because since in the vritti it is mentioned nadi, or in the sutra also nadi is coming. That's why we saw this form. Same happens with the shan. Shan example we must see. Div is dhatu. Shatru is div. At. Div. Shan. Shap was prapta. Apvada comes shan. That is there. Sutra. Diva. Shan. Diva Shan. Then this is the sutra which brings shan instead of shap for the Divadigana Stadhatu. Divadigana is Chaturthagan. Now, Div, Sha, here only Yakara remains. Sha disappears, Nakara disappears. Sutras are used. Lashakwa Tagdhite. It gives its Saudhya to Shakara. Then Alantyam. It gives its Saudhya to ending Nakara. And then here it is. There is one more sutra that makes this ikara, the upadha ikara, dirgha. We will do that before, after. Before that, we will do this pararupa sandhi. Yakarottaravarti akara and at. There, pararupa ekadesha will take place by ato gunesh. Now, div will turn into div. Why Halicha Sutra is there? It comes in this Vorupadhaya Dirgha Ikaha. Vorupadhaya Dirgha Ikaha. This if dhatu ends with repha or vakara, and if it is followed by hal also, that time ik upadha ik will become dirgha. That is the meaning. Here vakaranta dhatu is there and it is getting followed by hal, that is the akara. So upadha ikara becomes dirgha. We get div. Now connecting together we get form divyat. When we decline it for napumsakalinga, it will be declined like divyat. Divyat. Just the su will disappear by swamor napumsakat, and then the and the vavasane is the sutra we will apply. Then divyat. Then au. This will take below. Divyat au. Au will be replaced by she. Sutra is napumsakacha. Now divyat. There is shatru avayava takara and it is preceded by akara. So achinadyor num sutra can be applied here. However, the current sutra becomes apavada for that. Shap shanoho nityam num syat. So this is the case of shan. Shan pratyay is what we have brought in between dhatu and pratyaya. That's why divyat will get num always by the sutra shap shanor nityam. Now divya divyan Paschapadankasya chali. Anuswara will turn into nakara. Anuswarasya yai para savarna. And form is ready. Divyanti. This is the only form. There is no optional form divyati. Just like the tudati. Tudati had tudati, tudanti. These two forms. Now same prakriya happens for Trilinga. Trilinga also num comes always. Divyat. Dhana. Nip. Nip comes by sutra. Ugitascha. Then divya num is the if. Sutra to bring this num is shap shanor nityam. Now divya na the e divyant e by nascha padantasya jadi. Then divyan anuswarasya yai para savarna. Form is ready. Divyanti. Divyanti will be taken for the prakriya. So Now halnyabhyo dirghat sutisya pruktam hal, su will disappear. Su will disappear by. This is halnyabhyo na, so ni is this. Ni pratyay is there. Halnyabhyo dirghat sutisya pruktam hal. दिव्यन्ति दिव्यन्ति दिव्यन्त्यो दिव्यन्त्यः दिव्यन्तिं दिव्यन्त्यो दिव्यति दिव्यन्तिः दिव्यन्त्या दिव्यन्तिभ्यां. That's how शब्द declared. So shap and shan, shatru pratyant, shatru avayava preceded by akara of shap and shan, numagama happens always. The shatru avayava preceded by akara, not of shap or shan, then the numagama happens optionally. That is the karya together of these two sutras. So Pachanti is the example taken by Granthakara of Shap Dhatu, Shap Vikarana, that is Pratama Gana Dhatu. Divyat and Divyanti, Divyanti, this example is taken for Shan. This is how the two different Ganas examples are taken and given in this particular sutra. Okay. The rest of the Prakriya is same, there is no any other change. Is this Prakriya clear?
Yes, Ji.
Now we will move to the next Shabda. Next Shabda is Dhanus is the Shabda. Nothing. These are just the sutras I have typed. These are three first dhatus are there. Patha, Vyaktayam Vachi, Rupachaf Pake, and this Divu Krida, Vijigisha, Vyavahara, Dyutistuti, Moda Mada Swapna Kanti, Gatishu. Here, Kanti is the meaning which is popular. Rest of the meanings are also there, but not very popular. Divu Krida is also there, Divyati, but popular is Kanti. Then these are few sutras which are useful. Used is Kartarishap. And then Divadibhyasyan sutra also should be added here. Now next Shabda is Dhanus. So Dhanus Shabda will decline. Dhanus is the Shabda. Originally it is Dhanus Shabda Pratipadika. However, there is Ukara before that Sakara. And therefore that Ukara makes that Sakara Shakara. Because of that Ukara, that Sakara turns into Shakara. And this Sakara turns into Ru by Sasayusho Ruhu. Sasayusho. Whenever this Dhanus will get Padasaudnya, Sasayusho Ruhu Sutra will come and it will say that, oh, there is Sakara and Sakara should turn into Rukara, Ru. But how it is already turned into Shakara by Adesha Pratyayo. So the Sasayusho Ruhu does not see this Adesha Pratyayo, that is Paratripadi, this is Purvatripadi. Sasayusho Ruhu is Purvatripadi, Adesha Pratyayo is Paratripadi. So everywhere this will be applied. Wherever Sasayusho Ruhu and Adesha Pratyayo both will be Prapta, Sasayusho Ruhu will be applied. Otherwise, only only Adesha Pratyayo will be applied and we will get Murdhanya Shakar. Now Dhanus Shabda plus Su, here declining. Su will disappear by Sutra. Dhanus is Napunsakalinga Shabda, here in Napunsakalinga Prakriya. Su will disappear by
Swamod Napunsaka.
Sakat. Swam or Napunsaka. Now, Dhanus Sakara will turn into Ru by Sutra.
Sasajushwara.
Ruhu. Then Dhanur Ukara will disappear
Upadesha Janastakit.
Upadesha Jananasikait. Repa will turn into Visarga. My sutra.
Karavasane or Visarjaniya.
Karavasana Visarjaniya. Form is ready. Dhanu. Now, when we are applying this, this Dhanus is there, na? Adesha Pratyayo is there. Wherever there is this Adesha Pratyayo, it can't exactly be said. The original Pratipadika is Dhanus only. Now, that sutra will show its effect when this Sasayushoru is not getting applied. So, whenever it is declined, whenever Sasayushoru can't be applied, Adesha Pratyayo will show its effect. Next example, immediately the next form is Dhanus, Dhana Au. Au will be replaced by She. Sutra is
Napumsaka.
Napumsakacha. Then there is nothing, no more prakriya. So Ilvaikara is there. Dhanusi. Here, because this now this Sasayushoru does not find place to work because Dhanus is not having Pada Saudhnya. Unless there is Pada Saudhnya, we cannot use this Sasayushoru. Padanta Sakarasya Ru Bhavati. Therefore, this Adesha Pratyayo does work here. Dhanushi. Now this Adesha Pratyayo, basically we have applied here Adesha Pratyayo, but it is applied from the beginning itself. Huh? So before Dhanus and Au here, before starting the Prakriya itself, Dhanus there itself, Adesha Pratyayo is already applied. We are declining, the Prakriya we have seen with Sakara, Dhanus Dhana Au, Dhanus Dhana Shi, Dhanus Dhana I. The Prakriya should go like Dhanush Dhana Au, Dhanush Dhana I, Dhanush Dhana I, Shi, Dhanush Dhana I, Dhanush I, Dhanushi. Here also Prakriya should go like this only. Dhanush Dhana Su, Dhanush Dhana 0. Dhanush. Here, when Sasayushoruhu is coming, he does not see that Shakara as Shakara. He sees it Sakara only, and it turns into Ru. And then we get Dhanura, and then Refa turns into Visarga. Just for the आसान जाने के लिए form is Dhanushi. There is no optional form or anything. Just simply we have to connect. Dhanush, Dhanuhu, Dhanushi. Next is Dhanush, Dhana, Just. Just will be replaced by She. Sutra is Jashaso She. Then
Mumma.
Sutra is
Napumsaka.
Then Dhanu, Na, Sha is there, E is there. Dhanu, Anuswara will happen. Then Shakara is there. There is one Prakriya. This Prakriya is not as it is. we have to make one change. Car is there. Sutra is Nascha Padantasya Jali. This will remain as it is. There is no, the Nakara will not turn into Parasavarna. Now, Dhanush, Dhana E, here the Shakara was Shakara because of Adesha Pratyayoho. Now, since there is Nakara of Num, will this Shakara remain as Shakara or not? That is the question. So it will remain. The sutra is Num Visarjaniya Sharvyavayepi, even with the Vyavadhana of Num, in Kubhyam Parasya Sasya Murdhanyadesha Bhavati. And that's how Shakara will remain Shakara by sutra. This Num Visarjaniya Sharvyavayepi. Now this Ukara will become Dirgha and we will get form Dhanushi. I think that we will see in the next class. Should we see it in the next lesson?
Yes. Yes.
We'll do Shanti Patha. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om. Hari Om Swami.
हरि ओम जी।